Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be talking about all of the mistakes that acne sufferers normally make, and hopefully you'll realise you are making these mistakes and you can stop doing them, and then you can get clear skin. But before we get into it, you might need to grab a notebook to write some things down because this is going to be valuable. One of the first mistakes I see all the time is people saying that acne is hormonal, and this is a term that I use as well because that is the general term that people know. But I think it's really important for everyone to understand their body and know that acne is not hormonal. So the reason that people call hormonal acne is because it happens around your period, around the times that you're hormonal. So I completely get why it's called that. However, the reason that hormonal acne occurs is because of your liver. So you need to think of your body as like all these different organs that are very reliant on each other, and the hormones are just the messengers in between these organs. So it's not their fault that they're imbalanced. They haven't done anything to cause their imbalance. The imbalance is coming from an organ. So your liver has to metabolize and break down all of your hormones, all of your toxins, artificial flavorings, all of those kind of things that are toxic to our body. So especially if you're a woman and you're going through all of the different phases in your cycle, there's certain points where hormones rise, such as estrogen rising, and then it falls. And you're obviously going to get a hormonal imbalance if your estrogen is meant to fall, but your liver doesn't metabolize it and get rid of it. Then all of a sudden you've got all of these excess hormones within your body that can drive hormonal acne. So I think a lot of the time when we're thinking of hormonal acne, everyone is like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. But what you need to do is prioritize your liver and make sure it's metabolizing those hormones well. I always talk about, spearmint tea, peppermint tea, and those are great solutions for helping to lower androgen levels, like testosterone levels. But it's not a long-term fix because one, your liver needs to be metabolizing that testosterone, and then two, your bowels need to be getting rid of it. So that is also a thing that people don't realize. So your liver could be metabolizing your estrogen, pushing it towards your bowels for you to get rid of it. But if you're not having enough fiber to go to the toilet, then it's just going to be reabsorbed again, because your intestine walls, they're permeable. And I'm sure you all remember from biology what permeable means, but it means it can be reabsorbed. So if you haven't gone to the toilet, those hormones are being reabsorbed, then you're getting a hormonal imbalance, and then you're getting acne. So I think that is one huge misconception that acne sufferers don't know. I think it's really important that everybody knows, understands their body, so they know actually what to support, rather than feeling like they're in this huge minefield of needing to know how to balance hormones to certain levels at certain points in your cycle. And realistically, you actually just need to support your organs, and then your organs actually know what to do at different points of the month. A huge mistake I always see again is people going vegan in order to clear their skin. Now, if you're a vegan because you don't want to eat animal products, you don't want to eat meat, and that's your like an ethical stance, completely get this. But I was someone that personally went vegan for my skin, and it was the worst possible thing I could have done for my skin. So picture this, right? Having, chicken and sausages and vegetables and things with my family on a daily basis. Then I see a video, it was by Cassandra Bankston, and it's absolutely no hate to her because she was definitely not telling me to do what I did do. I saw this video about how, dairy causes acne, meat causes acne, so cut it all out. So that's what I did. I cut it all out, and at the dinner table, I was having some vegetables and I was having my little vegan turkey dinosaurs. And that was the first place that I went wrong. So if you're someone that's gonna go vegan, you've gotta do it right and not have processed foods. Because when you're buying a vegan burger, when you're buying corn, when you're buying, a vegan steak pie, it's so processed. There's so much rapeseed oil, so much artificial flavoring and sugar and all of those things that our body does not need. And we've just spoken about the liver. And basically when you have acne and you're trying to heal it, you want to decrease your liver's load as much as possible. So decrease the artificial sweeteners, decrease the endocrine disruptors, which are hormone disruptors. Decrease the random medications like paracetamol that you take, because that is an extra load on your liver. And for me, veganism did the complete opposite of that. But from what I know now, meat doesn't cause acne. I am not someone that walks into a supermarket, picks up any old meat and leaves with it. I will tell you that, because there are a lot of studies about the life of the animal affecting the stress levels in the animal, which can affect you. So I will only ever buy, free range, pasture raised, organic, wild caught. So, I buy Alaskan wild caught salmon. Oh my God, it's so much more expensive, but it's so much better for you. There's so much more omega-3 in it. So you're actually getting more in your body. So in my opinion, you should eat that less times a week, but it's still better for your body than buying, regular salmon. But again, I know everyone cannot afford it, but it's just very worth you knowing that. And also know when you do buy the wild caught, when you do buy the free range, that is so much better for you than not having those meats at all. Because realistically, the more varied your diet, the more varied your gut microbiome will be, and that reflects in your skin. Right, tip number 3 is to do with stress levels. And I think this is something that is so important for everyone to understand because nobody understands it. I have been in a place before where I've done so many things to support my gut. You know, I'm taking L-glutamine, I'm having bone broth every day, I'm having my greens, I'm doing everything for my gut, and my skin's not getting better. Yet, if I was not chronically stressed, if I was doing things to manage my stress levels, lower my cortisol levels, which is your stress hormone, my skin would be absolutely perfect. So I'm going to give you a task of a few things that I would really love for you to do every day, or as much as you possibly can, that can help to lower your stress levels. And to be honest, there will probably be a huge piece of the puzzle that you need in order to clear your skin. So every single morning, I would love for you to wake up at the same time every day. If you're someone that goes to work, you've probably got the same alarm going for every single day. But you can actually create an alarm that starts really quiet and slowly gets louder and louder. Because one thing I don't love about alarms is they literally scare you. And that causes your cortisol, which is your stress hormone, to just rapidly rise, which is not something we want, especially as women. Like, men in the morning, like, go, go, go. But we need a little bit of extra time to then wake up. But yeah, firstly, make your alarm go from really quiet and get louder. Or if you have a sunrise lamp, those are also great. Number 2, I know this is probably very hard for all of us, and a lot of people don't understand why you need to do this, but don't check your phone for the first, 15 minutes of waking up. So when you first wake up, your brain has to go through different waves. Your brain has to go through this process so that your cortisol levels are like this, and then they slowly rise, because it is important for your cortisol levels to rise in the morning, because obviously you have to be like, let's get up and go and get the day and be productive. But when you go on your phone in the morning, your brain skips through these essential waves and it causes your cortisol to rise straight away. And when you're doing this every single day, you're causing yourself some chronic stress. So when I've shared this on social media about not going on your phone as a tip to helping to heal your skin, when there's not that much context, people literally call me crazy, but there's so many studies that have been done on it. So I would really, really recommend you to do that second tip. Third, this is really, really easy and it's a really quick habit to get into, but you just need to remember to do it. So when you're sat down about to have your meal, take 3 deep breaths. This may seem super, super silly, but your body needs to know that it's in a safe environment in order for your rest and digest systems to come on. So your nervous system basically has 2 modes. It has its parasympathetic system and its sympathetic system. The first mode of your nervous system is your parasympathetic nervous system, and this is your rest and digest nervous system. So this is when you're really relaxed. This is when your body can, digest things, because it's not thinking that any really stressful situations are going on that it has to prioritize, and it actually just prioritizes digestion, you falling asleep. So before your meal, it's really important for your body to know it's safe and it can start to digest your meal properly, because when you're not digesting your meals properly, that causes huge inflammation in your gut, because things aren't broken down properly, things can't be absorbed properly, then it can lead to chronic conditions like leaky gut. So it's really important that your body thinks it's safe. And the second mode of your nervous system is your sympathetic nervous system. So this is your fight or flight mode. Obviously, we don't want to be in this mode very often, but for someone like me that is a very anxious queen, I was chronically in this mode. I was chronically stressed and I didn't even realize it. And of course, there's other things you can do, like yoga, like practicing breath work, for 20 minutes every single morning. But these tiny little habits will honestly mount up to really help you to manage your stress levels. And then one other thing I want to add in for the girls, you need to be cycle syncing your workouts. This is so important. I'm going to give you a brief overview of our cycles. So day 1 of your cycle is your period. People always think that's the end of your cycle, but no, it's the start of your cycle. And in this period, you are going to be fatigued, you're going to be low on iron, you need to rest your body. And then you go into your follicular phase. So this is a phase where you can really amp up the workouts, do some HIIT workout, go on some more runs. And then you go into your ovulatory phase. So this is basically where you ovulate, where the egg is actually released. And this is the most important part of your cycle. People always think the period is the most important part of your cycle, but your period wouldn't happen if you didn't ovulate. So especially for people that are trying to get their period back, you're not trying to get your period back, You're trying to get your ovulation back so that your period will come when it realizes that your egg hasn't been fertilized. So in your ovulatory phase, you are probably feeling amazing if your hormones are balanced, and you might be feeling really, really strong, being able to do, high impact workouts. But then we go on to our luteal phase, which is, the week before your period. A lot of people get, PMS in this week, hormonal acne. And in this week, you really, really need to dial it back, because let me tell you, if you do not, your period will be worse. You'll have more symptoms, more PMS, more acne, because you're way less tolerant to stress in this phase. So if your cortisol levels are up, you're way more sensitive, and it's going to negatively impact more systems in your body. So yeah, that's my tip, cycle sync. Yeah, I've decided that I want to share more, shorter videos on here about gut health, antibiotics, the pill, Accutane, leaky gut, things like that, because I think they'll be quite helpful for you guys. Because realistically, TikTok and Instagram, I can't get all of the information in the posts, because you just can't make posts that long. So I really want this to be a place where we don't have to rush. You guys can leave any comments in the description. Let me tell you, I'm so much more likely to reply to them because there's less of you over here. And as soon as I go into my Instagram DMs and I see I've got 100 new messages, it's so overwhelming. But over here, there's not many of you, so I can actually get around to everyone's messages. But yeah, just know if you're dealing with acne, you're going to be okay. I had acne for so many years. I tried so many different medications. And let me tell you, my acne responded to nothing except for a change in lifestyle, a change in diet, and me actually believing that my body can heal. Bonus tip, you need to believe that your body can heal. If you are genuinely sat there being like, well, I'll try this, but it's probably not going to work, your body will not heal. Like, you need to realize how important your mind is, because as we've just discussed, like cortisol, the stress hormone, is so important in being able to heal your skin. So you need to be thinking positively about your body, which I know is often so tough, because I felt like when I had acne that my body was kind of betraying me. But the first thing you need to do is try and be your own best friend and make your body feel like it's in a safe place to be able to heal. So I just want you all to be gentle with yourself. All know that this isn't your fault. All of your friends over there eating that processed McDonald's burger, not getting a pimple, it's okay. They can do their thing, we can do our thing. And you will find it so powerful when you learn more about your body and you actually manage to heal something. Like, this is a really exciting journey for you to be on, so I don't want you to feel down about it. I always have my acne healing guides. For those of you that are looking for more information, I have post-pill acne guides for those of you that have come off the pill or want to come off the pill and you're really either scared of getting post-pill acne or you've got post-pill acne. I've also got Heal Your Gut and Acne guides that walk you through how to heal your gut microbiome and leaky gut and things like that to heal your skin. I've also got hormonal acne guides that really talk you through why you can have a hormonal imbalance and how to fix it. And then I've also got a skin barrier guide for those of you that are fried off your skin, because I know so many of you have used benzoyl peroxides that are far too strong and then you're getting more acne. And then at the moment I'm working on a recipes book because loads of people have requested it. But my email is also millie@lifewithmills.com if you have any burning questions or you just really want some help. I try to get around to everyone, but I am only one person, so I'll always do my best to respond to you guys. But I hope that was helpful. I hope you all have your little notebooks out and I'll see you in my next video. Please remember to like and subscribe, because it really, really helps the algorithm to push this video out to other people, and I only wish that I knew these things sooner when I was dealing with my acne. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you hopefully in a couple of days.